Okay, so today we're going to talk about what our calculator would tell us the sine of 45 degrees is, or cosine or tangent, and also how to go the other way. So the first thing you want to do is on your calculator, make sure that if you go to settings and document settings, that where it says angle, that yours is in degree. Okay, yours might be in radians. You don't want it in radians. You want it in degrees, and then hit OK. So that's really important. That's the first thing you need to change in your calculator and make sure that's working. And then if you go to your calculator section, this is really easy, guys. Right here it says sine. In order to get to sine, you hit this trig button right here. And you put sine. And then you would put 45. You don't have to worry about the degree because we already changed our calculator degree. And then it says it wants you to round to 3 decimal places. So that would be 0.707. All right, so that's all I wanted. Cosine, again, you hit the trig, you go over to cosine, and you put the 60 degrees in, and that would be 0.5. And then the last one is tangent. You hit trig, go over to tangent, and put in 90 degrees. And that one says undef. What that means is undefined. So there is no answer for 90 degrees, all right? This time it wants you to find the measure of the angle. So this is asking you how many degrees. Okay. So now it's saying how many degrees would get me 0.68. That's what this is asking. I'm trying to figure out what is my angle now. Okay, in order to do that same exact thing, the only difference is all of these, we're going to use that little one, the little -1. So when I go over here to my trig button, instead I'm going to use that bottom sign that has that little -1, and I'm going to put 0.68 in. And that will give me the angle that would give me 0.68. So my answer is 42.843. Okay, so again, if I want an angle measurement, I need to put in a little -1, and that would be the bottom row. So cosine, what angle of cosine would give me 0.68? So again, I'm going to go to the bottom row, put 0.68 in there, and it would give me the angle of 47.156, and again, degrees. We're working in degrees. Same thing for this bottom one, trig, tan. Remember to put in a fraction. I'm going to push control and divide. 68 over 100. Oh, and look, I put the wrong tangent. I need the tangent that has the -1 symbol. There we go. All right, 68 over 100. That gives me 34.216 degrees. All right. Lastly, find the length of the third side and the measure of each acute angle. All right, so the third side, this side, we're going to just use Pythagorean theorem because they give me 2 angles. I need the third angle. So I have for BC, I have 8 squared plus 4 squared equals, let's call that x squared. So 8 squared is 64, 4 squared is 16. If I add those together, I get 80. And then if I take the square root of 80, I get 8.944. Okay, so now it's asking me to find the measure of angle B. So here's angle B. You know this is 8.944. I'm going to use these two that give me the whole number. So for angle B, 8 is my opposite. 4 is my adjacent. So for SOHCAHTOA, the one I would use with opposite and adjacent would be the tangent. So I know tangent of angle B is equal to opposite 8 over adjacent 4. So again, because I'm looking for the angle, I'm going to do the -1. Tan -1, 8 over 4 is going to give me B. So in my calculator, I do the inverse, that's what we call that. 8 over 4, 8 divided by 4, and it gives me that B is equal to 63.435 degrees. 63.435 degrees. All right, so then let's talk about angle C. It's this angle down here. Opposite from C is 4, so this is opposite. Adjacent would be 8. And again, it's still tangent because I'm still doing opposite over adjacent. So I have tangent of C equals opposite 4 over 8. And again, because I'm looking for the angle, I'm going to use the -1, 4 over 8. And I'm going to put that in my calculator. Okay, again, the bottom row, tangent of 4 over 8 gives me 26.565 degrees. 26.565 degrees. Okay? And hopefully these 3 degrees should add up to 90. So let's make sure that is happening. 63.435 plus 26.565 plus 90 should give me 180 because that's how many are in a triangle. And it does, so I know I did it right.